Yes, welcome to a new video, guys. This is a bit of a weird one, actually. And I was thinking about this because I've seen a few links, obviously. Salah's still not signed his deal at Liverpool, and there's a few links linking him to PSG, and we're being heavily linked at the moment with Erling Haaland. And it got me thinking, would you rather, I'm talking Premier League only here, for City to win the Premier League next year, what would be better for City? City to sign Haaland, but Salah to stay at Liverpool, or Salah to leave Liverpool and City don't get Haaland? Because obviously if Salah leaves Liverpool, they're weakened. I mean, you know, he's arguably the best player in the world right now, so if he leaves, that'll be a massive dent for him. Be brilliant for Man City. But if we got Haaland, that would just be mint, because some would argue that we blow the league away. So that's basically the conversation. You got to let us know your thoughts in the description below. Would you rather Haaland join City but Salah stay at Liverpool, or would you rather City don't get Haaland but Salah leaves Liverpool? Man, that's the conversation. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's start with the pros then for a Haaland move to City, bro. I mean, first of all, this guy is top 3 strikers in the world right now. We've not played with a striker, and I think the main thing is, if you look back at games that we've lost or drawn in, say, the last 2 years, I'd say 80% of them, probably because we didn't have a striker. So that would make us stronger if we signed Haaland. Yeah,
we sign Haaland, the big chance conversion rate, you know what I mean, that'll start to fix itself. I think we've been one of the worst teams for that over the past couple of seasons with having no striker.
Yeah.
And there, like you say, there's times when you look at the games where we've lost and you look at it and you go, if we had a striker there, that's a goal. You know what I mean? Or if this person taking this shot was a striker, you'd more likely. Do you know what I mean? If this is Erling Haaland taking it instead of Raheem Sterling. I mean, situations like that, you're going, yeah, that would be a goal.
Yeah.
And Erling Haaland that's what he does. He guarantees you goals. The guy's a monster. He'll come in and he'll slam it. Like I say, we blow the league apart potentially. So it's a massive. I think the pro is signing Erling Haaland is just everything in it. Everything is a pro with him. He's sick.
Yeah, and as well, it gives us a little bit more physicality in the penalty area, both offensively and defensively, if you think about it, because one of our weak points is if we get the ball in a crossing position and we want to put the ball in, everything's got to be low on the floor, because I mean, sometimes we score headers, but everyone's pretty small in our team. Well, the forward players are quite small, so if you get Haaland in there, it gives us a different option. And basically what we're looking at, and what you are looking at if you're building a football team, is you want to have options. You don't just want to be one-dimensional. And I won't say City are one-dimensional, but we have a certain way of playing, and we can't really deviate away from that because we don't have a striker. You know what I mean? We can't just get the ball out wide and start crossing it in. Do you remember, I think it was last season or the season before, we went through a little bit of a sticky point, and we became Chester City. Do you remember? Because we couldn't. We was going through these avenues of trying to create chances, but we couldn't do it. The ball ended up just on our wings, and we just kept crossing, and we just became Chester City. But everyone was getting fuming, not only because we were just crossing it all the time, but there was no one in the box to even score. So even if there was a good cross, unlikely to score anyway because there was no one there. So Haaland gives us that additional benefit, other than the fact that he's just mint and. You know, I think the one downside, people are saying that it might take a little bit of time.
Time to get running.
Time for him to bed in, time for the team to adapt. But on the whole, it's pretty strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's getting Haaland to be a massive coup, innit? You know what I mean? Should we look at the pros for Salah to leave
Salah
Liverpool
leaving.
And go
so
to
would
PSG?
You rather us get Haaland or us not get Haaland, but Salah leave Liverpool? Now, a lot of people, I think, will just jump straight to Haaland. However, guys, for me, Liverpool are our main title threat, and I think they'll be our main title threat for the next 2 or 3 years. I don't see United joining us anytime soon, and I think Chelsea with Tuchel ain't going to do it. So Liverpool are our main threat. I just think you have to look, right, at the Liverpool game this year where we drew 2-2. We dominated that football match from start to finish. Why did we not win? Salah,
yeah.
Simple.
Twice, yeah. Give
the guy credit. I know we don't like Liverpool, but give credit where it's due. That guy is sick. And the fact is, I believe, and to be honest, I think if there's any Liverpool fans watching this, I think you would probably believe as well. I know Klopp's good manager and that. If you lose Salah, that is a massive just L for you guys.
It's a massive dent, isn't it?
He basically is Liverpool right now. You know what I mean? Without Salah, I know you've done well in the AFCON, but over the course of the season, you're not winning the games that you would win with him in. And that's because I'm not trying to murk Liverpool. That's because he's sick. That's because he's absolutely mega. He's probably top three. He's top 3 players in the world right now, if not number 1. So, for me, I know a lot of people would jump to say, would you... I know this is hypothetical, isn't it? But I know a lot of people would just jump to say, oh, I'd rather have Haaland. But if Liverpool without... Put it this way, if Liverpool didn't have Salah this season, we've won the league. I'm celebrating right now.
I agree with that.
But they could pull a win off from nowhere because they have Salah. And that's because he's absolutely mega.
Yeah. The fall off if they lose Salah is wild. Obviously we can't guarantee that there would be a fall off in it, but I just think massively dents them. On the whole of it, of the would you rather, which side are you going, bro? Which side?
To be honest, bro, I'm gonna put it out there. I'd rather fucking Salah just fuck off. If Salah's not at Liverpool, we dust this league for the next 3 years. If Haaland comes to City, whilst I still think we would win the league every year, you can't control what Liverpool would do. Liverpool could go now and win every single game to the end of the season. To do that, though, they need Salah. They don't do that without Salah, but they could do it with Salah because Salah's sick. And again, I just focused to the game where we played them. We should have won that game. Every day of the week, we should have won that game. We were so good. We did everything right. The reason we didn't win that game was Salah, and that's because he's sick. If Salah's not in that Liverpool team, I don't care who they sign. They've signed some guy called Luis Diaz or whatever. He might be a good player. He's no Salah. He's not scoring 25, 30 goals a season. He's just not. And because of that, they are where they are and they're close to us. So I believe for me, would I rather we get Haaland or would I rather Salah leave Liverpool? And obviously, guys, this is only Premier League because obviously you can't. Champions League is what it is. I would rather Salah leave. That's me personally because it makes Liverpool so weak. The drop off is mad.
Yeah, I see that. I
like which corner are you on, bro? Which side of the corner?
I'm actually the other side, innit?
You're pro Haaland.
I'm pro Haaland. I'm more focused on ourselves, innit? And get the job done kind of thing. And I think Haaland will come in, absolutely smash goals. And I think it won't matter who they have. They could have, do you know what I mean, whoever they want. And I don't think they'd beat us because of the fact that we've got Erling Haaland in the team. However, you make good points, innit? You do make good points. But my side of the coin is just focus on, like, I mean, we do us, innit? They do what they want. I get that. I get your side of it as well. The fact that if Salah leaves them, they don't win the games that they win now with him. And they can't. I don't think they'd be able to mount up a challenge big enough to topple. Because what you got to look at is we are sick now without Haaland. We are still at the top of the Premier League.
We don't need Haaland.
Do you know what I mean, people calling it a Farmers League the other week. It's only recently because we dropped points against Southampton that people are now getting interested in it again. But we're sick right now without Erling Haaland. So, do you know what I mean? We're winning it anyway without Erling Haaland, and they lose Salah, then they're not going to be near us. I think that point gap is massive.
Well, bro, I think on a real, I think if they lose Salah, I think how many points do they lose? 10, 15? Maybe 15's a bit too much. I think they lose 10 points over a course of the season, which might not sound that much to you.
But it is a lot.
That's huge.
That's massive,
That's huge. Given the fact that we're already like 6 points clear of them now if they win the game in hand, and that's still halfway the season. So, if we double that, you're looking at 12. Take 10, 20 points. And the question is, if we get Haaland, how many points do we gain from having Haaland? I mean, we've lost 1 game, 2 games all season.
Yeah.
And we've drawn 2. Like, that's the thing. Like, how much better does Haaland make us than Salah worsens Liverpool by leaving? And that's why in this hypothetical, completely irrelevant video that we're doing, I would rather Salah leave in my virtual world.
Nice.
It's interesting, isn't it? And obviously,
it's a weird video, isn't it? It's just something different to think about, isn't it? Like which way you'd rather have it. And I think this would be a good one for the comments, isn't it? Yeah. You need to let us know, innit, which side you're on. Are you pro get Haaland in, or are you pro Salah leaves? By the way, what you got to think about is this is just to benefit City. You know what I mean, winning the title in the next year.
This is just like Premier League only. But it's an interesting one. And of course, guys, it isn't real.
It's not real.
So we're
not saying
flip.
Salah's on PSG. You know what I mean? And we're not saying we don't want Erling Haaland anymore. That ain't it. It's all hypothetical.
It's hypothetical.
It's
an interesting topic, isn't it?
You're gonna finish watching this video and go, well, that was pointless, because it is.
No, but these are decent conversations. These are the conversations you have in the pub with your mates.
Pub with your mates.
That absolutely make no sense, but they're just a bit interesting. Anyway, let us know. Hashtag Salah or hashtag Haaland, and we'll see what the pro is. I'm saying if Salah leaves Liverpool, we win this league, regardless of if we get a striker. We win this league for the next 3-4 years. That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
If we get Haaland, it's not guaranteed because Salah and Liverpool will still be sick. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hopefully you've enjoyed this style of video. If you have, let us know in the comment section below. Smash a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Big month ahead. Hit the notification bell. We'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.